So it doesn't matter. That's one down. One to go. Okay. What do you want from me here, game? Nobody's discard? No way. He needed a south wind? Really? With a half flush? Oh my god, what a start.
ああ。そんなにええてか。考えるだけ無駄だ。そんなにええてか。
Okay. This hand is special. Very specially bad. Oh, fuck me. Alright, I'll take that. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Love it. You gonna help me out with any of my other bullshit going on, or no? That's not good. That's even worse. Wait, for 4K? Really? 2 or 3, it's a 50-50.
Ah. Ah.
2 or 3, Chayla. It's a 50-50.焦らんでもええやん。そうきたか。 Good call. Well done. Excellent coin flip.
絶好調だ。リーチ。ドラ1。
It was a shit hand, but it was a good call. Who's finishing it? Who do you have that's going to finish it? Oh, you. Okay. But you've done very good today. You've done very, very well today, so you cannot be upset about that. Yeah, take a break.
なんだよ。焦らんでもええやん。
Fuck! Yeah, so how much more do you really have then? Not that much. There aren't that many rooms in your basement. You have too much stuff? Eh. I guess I can discard that 4. Boy, this hand is just bad. I'm just trying to make it out without getting Rond right now, and I am not doing super great. Alright, I made it out without getting Rond. Fuck me, dude. Oh, he had a nasty hand, too. I'm not gonna win this one. I'm gonna have to go again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 9s. East and a dragon. 3, 5, 7, 9. A truly incredible hand. Okay, well that's actually a really quick turnaround on 7, 8, 9 there. Now, how long am I going to languish in turning my triplet of 2s into a 1, 2, 3? Who knows? There's 3 1s discarded. Okay. That's the end of the game, isn't it? Nice. Nice, dude. This is a fun go.
Yoroshiku頼むぜ。Come.
Flip over that next one. 9? Fuck. Okay.
乗ってきたで。
ほな言っとくが。
Holy shit, this hand just keeps getting worse and worse, man. I'm not going to be able to convert these East Dora tiles, am I? Not at all. Okay. Fucking 9s.
なんちゅうこっちゃ。
That's a Ryuichi call. I'm just not, it's not gonna happen, is it?
誰かボケろや。
Fuck you, game.
よっしゃ。
Well, at least it wasn't me. Okay. Jesus. What a goddamn hand. Stop. I have arranged the worst hand that I could possibly imagine.
それがどないして。
Fuck I'm so mad about my white dragons right now.
Boom.
Finally. Fuck you. Man. I just can't get on the action right now. Just can't put together a hand. Not getting dealt anything, not drawn anything. Come on.
ちょっと流れが良く
なんちゅうこっちゃ。
Okay. I'm kind of already over this. Fuck off, game. Already I'm staring down the barrel of the most fucking awkward hand that I could have. I'm looking at having 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, but then 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have both the N East and A West wind, which are seating around. They just dealt me a fucking pair that I already discarded one of.
Oh.
God, this hand is just fucking lanky. They dealt me 2 pairs.
焦らんでもええやん。
それがどないして。
Like, what is happening with this hand? Fuck off, man! I lost because I couldn't play, man. I literally lost that game because I couldn't play a single fucking hand. Dude, the person who is sat to the left of me just dumps tiles that could go into my hand constantly.
Boom.
乗ってきたで。
That 6 that I already got discarded that I want makes me sad. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, I can actually take that, can't I? Fuck you, game.
Come.
And a 6 instead of a 5, huh? It's bullshit. Some fucking bullshit. Could have just given me a 5.
巣も悪いわ。
Boy, it's just really fucking giving it to me right now, huh? I want that really bad. Enjoy.
来た来た来た来た。ま、そんなこともあるか。
Fuck.
Nah, 焦らんでもええやん。
I'll take it.
いいね。
ここで積もるか。ああ、そっちかい。
リーチ、ツモ、ドラ2。
Okay. So I just have to make it out of this round in the lead? Is that right? Is it 4? No, it's 3, because I was the dealer. Man. And another fucking 2, huh, game?
そうきた。焦らんでもええやん。
調子乗んなよ。
Be small, be small, be small, be small, be small. Come on. Okay, that's not bad. Alright. Oh, we might be in business. Capital B business. This is a killer hand to start with. Fuck you, game.
Lom.
Are you kidding me, man? I fucking hate this game sometimes. Like, I can't even explain how infuriating it is to play against an AI that can play like that.
よろしく頼むぜ。
今日は勝たせてもらうで。
It's just so annoying.
誰かボケろや。
こりゃあ手なりやな。
That's not Ron? How is that not Ron? What? A triplet of 1s, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, pair of 9s, 2, 3, 4. How is that not Ron? Do I really not have a Yaku right now? Oh, well, no. I'm really confused. How is that not Ron? But how do I not have a Yaku? My hand is concealed. Oh, yeah. You're right. Fuck. You're right. Yep. Since I haven't had a chance to declare Ricci. Well, fuck me.
リーチ。
いい気になるなよ。
Now they know one of the tiles that I need to win. Doesn't matter. Fuck that guy.
絶好調だ
It's a shitty hand anyway. It doesn't even fucking matter.
ドラ3マンガン
Okay, it's only Mangan because I was the dealer. Otherwise, that hand is bad. You know, it's funny. I think I've actually made that mistake before as well. The whole you can't Ron somebody without having called Ryuichi. Well, you can. You can. You just have to have a Yaku, which I didn't have a Yaku. Because I always get all simples and no points mixed up in my head. It's part of the problem. So. I don't really know what the hand is that I'm going for right now. I've got 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, pair of ones, 5, 6, open, 1, 2, half open, and 2 dragons that are okay. All right, all right. Guess who's calling Ryuichi this time? That's right, it's me. I probably actually could have done it last turn when I discarded the green dragon, but whatever. Don't you fucking Ron me, game. I am the Ron.
絶好調だ
This is also not a good hand, by the way.
リーチピンフドラ2
Wait, this is a no points hand? I didn't have a valueless pair, though. Did I? No, I don't have a valueless pair. I have ones. I'm so confused by what that means. I thought the example hand shows it with a pair of north tiles, but I guess maybe valueless doesn't mean it doesn't have a number. What else does that mean, though? What is a valueless pair? If not a non-numbered tile. What am I supposed to do with all these wind tiles, game? No, I don't want to pawn the south wind tiles. Tempting, but no. Should just get rid of the east wind tile. There's one in the Dora, so that's not gonna happen. 5, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Pair. 3, 5. That's 6 I want. 7 does not help me. I'll keep it in case it does. The 2 is less helpful. Ugh. Ugh. There's too many 6s discarded. I'm not gonna get a 6 to fill that 5, 6, 7 gap. It's not gonna happen at this point. I need to hope for a 3. I need to hope for 2 3s. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go in with you, buddy. There was the 3. And it's okay. We got another.
いいね
That's Ipatsu as well, I think.
リーチ一発 3
The Uladora just saved my ass on that. Oh, we're done. Oh my god, he's got 400 points again. Second time I've had a game not end because some dude hangs on with 400 points. I didn't want to get rid of that, but it's okay. It's done now, so you can't take it back. The fuck is this garbage hand? Okay, it's getting better. Not as good. Start dropping the dragons. Have fun. Okay. Doesn't help me. I need an 8. Do that. Doesn't help me. Does help me, but doesn't help me. There's a triplet of dragons I self-drew. Hate that. Bro. Just give me a fucking 6, man. Shocker. Okay. Took a wall, the sign above desk, but the nails are still there, so you randomly scare yourself and think there's a spider. Dude, I do that shit all the time. I don't get scared, but I'm always like, oh, is that a bug? Oh, no, it's not a bug. I have a ton of little, like, previously something was hung in the wall holes that are maybe like the tip of your finger size, spread across my white walls. All my walls are fucking white, and every time I catch one under the corner of my eye, I'm just like, not a bug. Not a bug. So, fucking mood is what I'm saying. Big, chonky mood. 3, 5, 6, 6, 7. Such a dumb hand so far. Nobody's dumped any red dragons. What is this? What is this? I mean, I could go all triplets here. I would need people to start discarding the things that I have triplets of, though. Which is not really happening. I am one tile away right now. Fuck! I just needed a 4. I just needed a 4 discard. Okay. Fuck, man, I don't know.
Come.
Okay, 223355 west west. What is happening? What are we doing with my hand here, game?
Pum.
引きは悪ない。
Discarding a Dora tile is shame.
Pum.
Kan.
I literally don't know what the fuck is happening.
ようないな。
What a hand.
いいね。
What a hand.
風杯。トイトイ。ドラ1。マンガン。
Wild. Alright, Mahjong is complete. Fuck you, good match. The elevator doesn't work, really? Killing me, game. Did I go in here? There's probably a Tojo. Oh. Yep. Oh, and there's a gold safe.
開けてみるか。やったぜ。
Another EXP boosting item. All-purpose remedy. Oh, it's just the floor that Mahjong is on. Can you go in here? Oh. Oh, there's another gold safe. Wait, hold on.
開けてみるか。開いたぜ。
Wait, dragonfish? What is that? Wait, boosts the amount of job EXP that can be obtained from enemies. But it's any job? Holy shit. Bro. That's so good. That's so good for Ichiban. Boy, speaking of... Yeah, it's his tattoo, yep. Yep, it's a dragonfish tattoo. Or it's a dragonfish towel, so it's the... Matches his tattoo, yep. There you go, I can just equip that and leave it on. That'll also work for Hero and Freelancer, which I didn't have items for up until now. And I suppose that's probably the point. It's back here. I guess I just didn't explore this building very well, huh? I think I just forgot about this little area back here. Oh, what's in here? Oh, is this the Cafe Alps back room? Got a chest or an item or anything in here? No? I kind of forgot that I didn't actually spend like a ton of time in Kamurocho when I got here. Like I sort of did, but like also not really, you know? Subjugation, Kun. No, don't subjugate me. Subjugate this, motherfucker. Just gotta get him with the prongs. Get him with the prongs. Alright, are there any other places that maybe I forgot to scope out? Little Asia. I didn't go in Little Asia at all. Oh.
慣れない街だと路地に入った瞬間わからなくなっちゃうよね。
お、あそこに案内所があるぞ。ちょっと案内してもらおうぜ。
仕方ねえな。無料って書いてるし、悪いようにはならねえだろ。
まあ話を聞くくらいならいいかもね。
やむを得ませんかね。俺も今のカムロ町がどうなったのか知る義務があるしな。
あんたら分かってて言ってんでしょ。
Dude, my poor controller is just fucking eating dust right now. It's just sucking shit, man. I can't get it to do what I want for the fucking life of me.
しびるんじゃねえぞしてみろやってみろほら来いよ俺の番か
Oh, can we not go in Malaysia? Oh, but it's right there. Oops. Well, you know what? That's fine.
ありがとうございました。
Oh, you can't go in there, huh? Got me. Yeah, you just can't go in. It's all closed off. Which I guess it sort of was in Judgment too, because they're still fixing it, I think, is the idea. But it's just that in Judgment you can sort of get around that creatively. You can creatively circumnavigate the blockade. Was there stuff that I didn't buy in the pawn shop? I don't remember.
いらっしゃいませ。
No.
ありがとうございました。
なんだこのボロい建物。
不気味ね。
地元の人間から
Hey, don't be
幽霊
mean.
屋敷って呼ばれてそうだな。
This is where Ichiban grew up.
確かに心霊スポットっぽいな。
これは俺が生まれ育ったソープランドなんだ。
え、
ごめん。
Kind of dual purpose, just running around looking for conversation spots, and also, wait. Oh no, Conroy's over there. They couldn't remove Conroy. That would have been a travesty. I'm looking for conversation points, but I'm also just trying to find enemies to fight. Wait, there were dudes over here. Where'd they go? Oh, man. So it might seem like aimless wandering, but I promise it's only half aimless wandering. It's somewhat very targeted as well. And I did just have an idea of another spot I could go check for some goodies, which is the roof of the the batting cages.
してみろ。
Man, that host ability is just really fucking good. Get there, Ichiban. Bump. Nice. And bonk. Show you right down over here. Let's take a look on the rooftop. Because I don't think I did. I did not.
開けてみるか。やったぜ。
Fortune dice. Lame. I like that. What's this? Bug? Nice. Throwing knife? Okay. Ichiban's probably crazy enough that he'd jump off the edge, so I'm not gonna do that. Just like Kiryu would. I wonder if the batting cage here has different prizes. If it does, it would kind of piss me off, but I'm curious regardless. As much as it might make me angry. Anything back here? Nope. Same prizes. Although, this rusted hammer that I don't have, is this a unique weapon from this? Foreman? No, I already have one. Or had one. Same with the red anklet. Those must both be upgradable. Okay. So what is this blue area that doesn't have anything? Is this the MEB? It is. Nobody to talk to or anything else in here, though. I want to be a little bit careful of the Millennium Tower here. Can't really fuck around with that anymore. Oh, there's a shakedowner in this group, but not the tier up. Okay, Lieutenant Enforcer, nice. No risque stuff like Kiryu's pervert typer game. It wasn't perverted. It was very innocent. Very innocent. Kiryu never did anything wrong. Oh,
最
yep.
近のホストってアイドルみたいなルックスだよな。随分と変わったもんだ。
How much do you think some of these people paid to be
確かに
advertised?
系統は
like
変わっ
this?
たかもな。昔の主流は黒服に逆立てた髪の毛でオラついた感じだったもんな。
今は可愛くてカジュアルな男の子が人気なのよ。
いやはや、店の前にある写真を見たときは女の子かと思ったぜ。
そこから？
お前もおっさんになったってことだよ、カスが。
The Geezer Club? Nice. He's innocent? No, the game is innocent. Nothing improper happens in that minigame, and I would challenge you to find evidence of anything that is improper. Thank you very much. The horn dog other chatters. I mean, I don't know why you're spending time reading what other people are saying. You gotta focus on what you're doing. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize, head in the game. Wait, Roguish Recruiter? Is that a con name? I don't think I got a new Sujimon. I have to be a little bit cognizant of how much MP I'm burning to auto-win these encounters. Oh shit, no, it's not. Nope. Not yet. Okay, so don't walk towards that spot on the map. It's out front. Okay, don't go out front. Got it. Did they shutter the inside of this? Oh no, it's right here. There's elevators too. I haven't been in here. Not a single person in the smoke box though? I don't know if I buy that game. Why are we trying to get a better rating than we should be? Should I have to be careful though? This goes into the tower. Oh, it doesn't. Oh. They closed this off. Hmm. Well, I guess I have to break some furniture. Worth it. Come on, Ichiban. Oh, I guess you could... no, maybe... There we go.
いいな。
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Wait, does any of that restore
いらっしゃい
MP?
ませ。
Yep, actually, I'll take it all. I'll take the recommendation. That's fine.
ごちそうさまでした。
Just restock my one-shot
あり
machine.
がとうございました。
My magical one-shot machine. Nice. Influencer? Oh my god. Ever heard of the famous Machikosu on social media? No. But I don't browse Japanese social media, so that's probably the main reason why. Arguably. Arguably, that's likely to be the first reason why I have not heard of that person. Not that sturdy, I wouldn't say. You can call it sturdy if you want, game, but I wouldn't call it sturdy. Video broadcaster? Sutsui? Web videos. I don't recognize that name either.
足立さんさ、何か私に隠してることない？
え、なんだ急に。何にもないと思うぜ。
潔白ってこと？
もちろんだ。俺の身はいつも真っ白よ。
異議あり。足立被告人は先日冷蔵庫にあった私のケーキを勝手に食べました。これは立派な窃盗罪にあたるものであります。
あ、
被告人、罪を認めますか？
認めます。
判決。足立光一は冴子さんと私にケーキをおごる刑に処す。
冴子はわかるけど、なんでお前にまでおごらなきゃいけねえんだよ。
Why so many boxes?
俺結構 UFO キャッチャー得意なんだぜ。昔お気に入りのキャバ嬢によくせがまれて撮ってたからな。
へえ。で、そのキャバ嬢とはどうなったんだよ。いい感じになれたのか。
いや、急に店辞めていなくなっちまった。せっかく全種コンプリートしてやったんだがな。
ぬいぐるみはつかめてもジョーの心はつかめなかったってか。
まずねえよ。は
あ、なんかすまん。
I thought maybe I would get something about Ichiban playing in the arcade often, but I guess he mostly played like console in the Soapland, right? He likes games, but mostly console games. I don't think he was much of an arcade gamer. $88 out of 100. Just, man, those are rough to find. I'm gonna focus on the battle because I want to see if it goes 100, 300, 500, or 100, 200, 300. I feel like 100, 200, 300 would be actually really doable. I need to do 7 more pound mates. We need to go in the underground. I almost have Enforcer done. I might actually fucking finish these battle achievements today. I think I can do it. We don't have a whole ton of time left, but if I focus, I think I'll just kind of stop running around. We just need to fight dudes in Kamurocho. I need to see what the scaling is like. Because that gets me, I need 25 more, so we need 5 more fights. They're walking away from me. Who do they think they are? Is she ranked 30? Oh my god, she is. Alright, well, we need to catch a cab and I'm gonna fight these guys, and if no other 5 spawn, we need to catch a cab and swap our job.
強くなった気がするぜ。
It's hard for me to not justify not just fighting these as they spawn. Because they're tricky to get.
俺の番ね。
なめんなよ。
おいよ。
Plus, if I hold out long enough, she might be joined by somebody else. No, she's the only one who's that far along in her job. Let me just take a quick look at... If I can just keep powering through a couple of these encounters.
ほら来いよ。
There's Defender done. Okay. Singles left now. Battle. Fuck, it is 100, 300, 500. Ugh. That's so many. It's so many 5 at a time. I don't think I can justify that. Okay, here's my final thought. I'll finish Enforcer and Fortune Teller in the Underground, because I have to go down there anyway. I'm not going to fuck with Musician. I'll get that last Oracle weapon made. And I'll get the Pound Town, but I'm not going to sweat. I'm not going to sweat this. That's too much. That's too much with how, honestly, very non-densely populated Kamurocho is right now. They're just, the enemy encounters are not frequent enough. And at max, you're getting 5. I haven't seen a single 6 encounter. That's just too much. It's just too much. So, we won't finish this category. But I think that's okay. They're all above 90%. And this one will get a little bit closer when we do a couple other things, so... I do want to finish this, though. So let's go to the Underground. Actually, I'm going to take a taxi. We're going to swap Psycho's job real quick. I think that's it, guys. Next week, I'm going to finish it. Next week, we'll do the end of the story, and we'll do maybe some fun stuff that I didn't quite tackle that isn't grindy, like the Hong Kong stuff. We'll go find them. If they're not too awful... Where am I going? What am I doing? Maybe a couple of other things would be fun to, like, check out and do, but I think next week we'll just plan on finishing, because there isn't... It's the wrong taxi spot. There isn't much else I want to do. Let's see how the Underground goes, how quickly I can get through that. Yeah, it'll be Elden Ring and Dragon Quest 50-50 until Elden Ring is done, so that it's gone as well. Correct. And then I will be playing some other stuff. We'll be almost... I have a feeling when Elden Ring is done, we'll be pretty close to October. Because I do have some... I have some work travel in September that is not currently scheduled, but will pull me away from some streams. So I think that the next thing will basically just be, once Elden Ring is done, I might fit some spooky games in alongside Elden Ring, or maybe put Elden Ring on just Sunday, or just a single day, so that we could play some spooky stuff in October. But yeah, the plan is to get Elden Ring focused down next as well. It'll just be a little tricky during September how much time I can dedicate to it alongside Dragon Quest, given the fact that I have some work travel that I have to do. It might actually be a couple of weeks. Like I might miss a few streams, not just like a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but like potentially weekends as well. It's really up in the air right now, though. It might be split, where I might be gone Monday through Friday and then be back for a week and then be gone another Monday through Friday, which would be fine. It's just a lot of flying. But the opposite of that is I might be gone Monday through a following Friday. So like that would be less flying, but more time that I'm sort of gone, you know, because then it covers the weekend. Yeah, I know. October feels really far away, but September is literally 3 days away. So, and that's the first possible time that I might be traveling is the week of the 12th, Monday the 12th, where I might be gone either that week and then back the 19th and then gone the 26th, or I might be just gone the 19th through the 30th. It's one of those two is my current planned understanding. So, you had your first pumpkin spice muffin? Yeah. You would like that. Okay, so we do... Let's see here. No character skills left here, but MP 20 and Magic 20 versus Magic 20 and MP 40. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Barmaid first. I think I'm gonna do Barmaid and then probably finish as Hostess, honestly. Probably have her finish the game as either Hostess or Idol. It just depends. Yeah. What's left for you? HP 20? That's good, yeah. Everybody else has good stuff that I'm still hoping they will get out of their jobs, except for Ichiban. I don't actually. How far is he along his track here? Next character skill's at 18. He'll probably get Power Lift, and maybe even some more of these flat stats. All right, that's all I came here for, though. Was just to swap Psycho. I'm gonna swap the party around, I think, too, a little bit. Let's just get some different options in here. I'm going to want Junyi in the party because of Vagrants. And swap Eri in just because she's good. Alright. Let's go back. Smartphone. Taxi. Kamurocho. Let's do a run through the underground until I fight a Master 6 and then leave. And then go back in one more time with the last... Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what the last rescue is going to be. It might be another underground run, or it might not be. So we'll see. Okay, none of these guys I care about. I'm just going to delete them. I am on the hunt for items out of this place. So I am going to be keeping an eye out for those while we go through here too. It's not just the enemies. Can't I just do this? I do need to get him some MP. Is he close to ranking up? Nope. Alright, well my freebie wins are gone now. Alright, there's my Mr. 6. I knew there was one pretty early. Ouch. Oh, that's right. He can auto and get MP back. Ouch. Jesus fuck, dude. That's unfortunate. Oh, good night, Namba. God damn it. Oh, I should have done this instead. It's fine, just hit him. I'll have Ichibanos. Fly on his ass. You fucking dick. Well, I guess this was a short run through because I don't really have any reason to keep going. Although I do kind of want... I'm torn. I want items for weapons. Actually, I need an item for a weapon. But I also know it's on the second floor, and doing a full run through now, when I might need to do one for the last rescue mission anyway, it's kind of pointless, right? Yeah, let's just back out. Let's just head back out and turn this in, since that's a huge pain in the ass anyway. Come on, controller, come on. I promise I will replace you. Just make it through the rest of the stream, please. Alright. Let's just cab back. Nice. Arminator. That's one of those last three, isn't it? Or wait. Kamurocho other. He's just in Kamurocho, actually. Okay. I can run around and do encounters there until I find him. So I don't need to do underground anymore. He might be in the underground somewhere, but he's like a solo encounter. He's just in Kamurocho, I think. I've already fought these guys. They're also not particularly strong. I don't think this is one of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I shouldn't have fought this guy. This guy's a pain in my ass. That's what he is. Ouch. Oh, I whiffed? Got him. Oh, what about that guy over there? That's a signboard guy. We don't need to fight one of those. They suck. Maybe up here? This guy could be the guy I'm looking for. Yeah! Holy shit! Fair enough, well played. Spike attack. Get him with the prongs. That's it. All of them. All done. Doll of Torment. An extra one.
Executive Hero だ!
Executive Hero. That's it. I did the whole dang thing. I did the whole fucking ding dang thing. Fight these guys really quick. Jesus Christ. I'll be honest. I actually just really wish I could find this. Like, I'm so surprised that I have not seen this one enemy. There's 2 enemies left. Rio and, what's his name? Is it Ishioda? No, it's not Ishioda. It's the other one. Fuck is his name? Oh, I can't remember it. But, like, those are going to be our 2 here. Almost certainly. So if those are our 2 here, and this is Amon, where the fuck is this clown at? Where's 111? It's gotta be a con man, right? Actually, you know what? I guess it doesn't have to be. Okay, so really weird quirk as I'm looking at this. So the first 100 or so Sujimon, if you look at the category... Oh, I guess that one was 3, but there's 4. There's 4. 4 thugs, 4 brawlers, 4 gangsters, 4 tattooed, 4 assassins, 5 Yakuza. 111 likes the color purple in a hotel district? Okay. It's weird, though. Actually, you know what? I haven't fought anything up there. That's a good point. I haven't fought anything up there. That would be the spot. That would be the spot. Oh, I was gonna go okay. After I do this, I need to go talk to the guy, the head of Part-Time Hero. Because I bet he has something now that I've finished it all. I'm surprised that there's just this one random Sujimon that I haven't managed to encounter in everything that I've done. It's very weird to me, you know? Like, the chances of that just seem so slim. But if he's kind of only up here in this upper area, where I actually remember literally dodging an encounter by going in that alleyway. I don't really. None of these guys are purple, but I'm gonna fight them anyway. Just because they're an encounter that's up here and I can clear them out so it won't respawn.
頑張ります。
私が相手でしてみろ。
見せてやる。
逃げるなら今のうちだぞ。
さあ、ショータイムよ。
俺の番ね。
勝てますかね。
ここがカムロ町のホテル街か。
That's lucky.
おい、あのホテル満室の札が出てるぞ。
それがどうしたんだ？
昼間だぞ。日が高いのにどういうことだよ。
まあそういうことなんだろうな。
こんな昼間っからどいつもこいつも世界を滅ぼす魔王の気持ちもわかるぜ。
いや魔王もあんたと一緒にされたくないと思うが。
欲求不満なの足立さん。
調子いいぜ。
Oh, let's go check these guys. Will there be a purple man? Nope. I'll fight you guys though. You wanna start shit?
私の番ですね。なめんなよ。
Oh, I missed the other guy. Alright. Just gonna have to have Captain Carry. I'm not fighting your ass. There he is. Hey, buddy. Wait, Shakedowner. No, I've seen that guy. That was on nothing. Yeah, the Shakedowner is that tier. Did I just get unlucky? That looks like the same guy. Are the encounters high enough level for me to get him to spawn right now?
どうしよう。
私が相手で。おい来た。どうにか。おいよ。よし、1分。
I mean, I'll keep checking them, but so far the purple outfit lads are the tier below the one I'm hoping to find. This is the other encounter you can get up here. Oh, he has a guaranteed spawn in a post-game place. So he is kind of a pain in the ass. Oh. Alright, well. If you're gonna screw me out of a hit game, no shame. So basically, he's a little tricky. You kind of gotta get lucky with him being the purple lad. Or I guess maybe he's not the one wearing purple, he just hangs out with the purple guy. But you still gotta get a little bit, you still gotta kind of have a bit of... It's moving fast. No, that's not what I want to see. But I'll add him to the body count.
私の番です。どら来いよ。逃げるなら今のうちだぞ。せーの。傷だらけの方向。
Damn it.
私が相手で。
Out of the way, bikes.
おい来た。俺の番だな。
No guns. Alright, what did we get up here? Is it that same fucking encounter? Yeah, more or less. Okay, let me, I need food, so we're gonna go eat. And then, after I eat, maybe we'll get some, we'll have a different one that's up. Honestly, this is like, this is basically it. I would feel bad starting the story at this point in the night. Like, I think it's too late to try to finish it. There's probably, not only is there probably too much stuff to get done in the time that we have left in the stream, I would feel bad because I told everybody I wasn't going to do it today. So, basically working on little stuff like this is kind of my goal now. What did we get? Did we think that this counts as the hotel district? It does appear that it does count, but I think we still got unlucky. There's a good 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. I want to do it. I want to do it next Sunday because I think that way we can do some post-game stuff, whatever there might be. Because, oh, you know what? I need to check my sub-stories. I need to check my sub-stories really quick, too. Oh, God. Task, sub-stories. 50 out of 52. So I'm missing the last one. What's this one? Can I do this right now? Can I do either of these right now? I mean, 50 out of 52 is pretty good, but... why do I have 47 and 52 that are left? Is it another dragon cart? I'm surprised that I don't have a sub-story here. I thought I'd be 51. I hope it's not something that you unlock by doing a shitload more dragon cart that I've done. Psycho, Bond level 5, and max... I have both of those things. Go to survive? Oh. Really? Okay. Weird. Why I was fucking there today. Doing the Chinese medicine stuff. Like, I've been there a bunch of times. But there's no icon in there to indicate that there's a sub-story. I guess I'll just talk to her, though, yeah? I want this fucking Sujimon. What is this solo guy up here? No. Come on, game. Get this shit out of here. Give me the chonky lads. There we go. There's one. Now we're fucking talking. What do we got? Garbage. Garbage encounter. Get it the fuck off my screen. It's over here. No. You suck. You suck. You know, honestly, if there is a little bit of RNG with this Sujimon, I'm not surprised that I haven't seen it, especially at this point. Now that I've spawned and seen, you know, a dozen encounters that are all the wrong, they don't even have the purple guy. We're approaching critical mass on hot, smelly RNG bullshit right now. Sorry. Sorry, Jugi. My bad. No, you can't see anything. Leave me alone. I beat up too many purple suit guys, and now they don't want to fight me anymore. Holy shit, this poor creature. This poor fucking control. Oh, nope, not those guys either. Come on. Come on. Keep running. God damn. Alright, fine. I will go. I will go there because I am having terrible luck getting this encounter to spawn. Abysmal luck.
それでは
Yeah, like there is. Should I just talk to her?
あら、いっちゃん。よかったら一緒に飲まない？
How was I supposed to know that, game? You didn't fucking put a marker on the damn map.
そうこなくっちゃ。なんかいろいろありがとね。
え、何が？
何って菜の葉のこともそうだし、なんだかんだで助けてもらってばかりだなと思ってさ。
そんなことねえよ。助かってるのは俺の方さ。さっちゃんがいねえとおっさんだらけでむさ苦しくてしょうがねえよ。それにしっかり者のさっちゃんがいるから俺も安心して前へ進めるんだ。こちらこそありがとうよ。さっちゃんみたいな素敵な女性に出会えて本当に良かったって思ってんだぜ。
やだ、一番口説いてるの？もう酔っ払っちゃった？
酔っ払わねえと本音を言えねえほど繊細な男じゃねえさ。
ねえ、一番は彼女とかは作らないの？
え？
いや、別にそんなに興味があるわけじゃないけど、ちょっと気になったから。
そうだな。もちろん欲しいっちゃ欲しいけど、今それよりもやらなきゃならねえことが山ほどあるからな。全部片付けて落ち着いたら彼女とのんびりするなんてできたら最高だな。ま、俺みたいなバカで虫上がりの男と付き合ってくれるような子いねえと思うけどよ。
そう？私は一番はモテると思うわよ。魅力的に思う子は多いと思う。
そうか？本当に？ガキの頃からモテた試しがないぜ。
一番が鈍感だから気づいてないだけじゃない？ま、癖はあるけど卑下する必要はないわ。一番はだいぶマシな方よ。もっとダメな男は世の中に5万といるわ。自信持って。
さっちゃんにそう言ってもらえると心強いぜ。てか、さっちゃんはどうなんだい？
私？
なあ、彼氏とかさ。さっちゃんモテるだろうから2、3人いてもおかしくねえと思うけど。
人を浮気者みたいに言わないでよ。
いやいや、そういう意味じゃなくて、さっちゃん魅力的だからよ。狙ってる男なんてそれこそ5万といそうだなと思ってよ。
まあね、言い寄ってくる人はそこそこいるわ。でも今は特定の人と付き合ってはいないわね。
そうなのか。
I'll be nosy.
もしかして誰か好きなやつでもいるのか？
どうかしら。自分でもよく分かってないけど、まあそうなのかもね。
へえ、 さっちゃんから好かれるなんて羨ましいな、そいつ。な、どんなやつなんだ？
とりあえずバカね。
バカ？
バカでガサツで死ぬほど鈍感、男友達とつるんで騒いでばっかりいるようなやつよ。
最悪じゃねえか、そいつ。
最悪。でもね、いいところもあるのよ。熱くて仲間思いで、自分がどれだけ傷つくことになってもためらわずに誰かのために体を張れる。ガサツで乱暴に見えることもあるけど、本当はすっごい優しい人なの。
へえ、かっこいいじゃねえか。さっちゃんが惚れたんならきっといいやつなんだろうな、そいつ。
そうね。
飲みすぎたかな。なんだか眠くなってきたぜ。
飲みすぎよ。慢性的に疲れてるだろうし、ちょっと上で休んだら。
そうだな、少しだけ休むわ。なかなか起きてこなかったら叩き起こしてくれ。
了解。本当に死ぬほど鈍感なやつ。もう毛布もかけないで風邪ひくわよ。本当にバカなんだから。
さっちゃん。
一番
さっちゃーん。
どうしたの？
さっちゃん、あれ、キスは？あれれ。
何寝ぼけてんのよ。なかなか起きないから起こしに来たわよ。
そっか、夢か。そうだよな。
一体どんな夢見てたのよ。
いや、すごくいい夢さ。
そう、おめでたい人ね。
なんだ、夢か。はあ。
Poor guy.
いや、寝た。おかげですっきりしたわ。しかしリアルな夢だったな。
おい春日、顔を洗ってこい。
We're getting that again?
寝起きだろう。顔を洗った方がいい。
わかったよ。ちょっくら洗ってくるわ。
あいつどんな夢を見たんだろうな。
そう、どんな夢かしらね。
I'm so surprised there wasn't a sub-story marker for that. Like, there was... I haven't interacted with any of the bubbles the whole time. Because I thought they just had... I mean, I have, but I just thought they had, you know, basic one-line dialogue. Like, if I do Zhao, he doesn't do anything. They normally just are babbling, and it's, you know, it's just small talk. I would have never guessed that. Well, that's fine. It's all good. I wouldn't have found that though. I would not have known to check there. Oh. See, they do know how to put a sub-story marker on the map. I have a feeling I know what this is. Oh, maybe not.
やっぱこの部屋は落ち着くな。よくわからねえけど、畳を見ると帰ってきたって感じがするぜ。
大げさね。ん？ねえ、いっちゃん。
ん？
この綺麗なイヤリング、誰の？
Oh no.
え？イヤリング？
私のじゃないし、イヤリングをつけていた誰かがこの布団の上にいたってことだよね。これ誰の？
なんだよ、イヤリングなんて知らねえよ。だが思い当たる節があるかというとないと言えば嘘になるような気もする。
どうなの？私以外の女をここに入れたの？これはその女が落としたイヤリングってこと？
やべえ、どうしよう。なんて答えれば。
Oh man. Oh boy. This feels like a lose-lose. And it's not my fault. But I'm gonna go with what he said, which is that he said he doesn't recognize it, even though it showed us that flash. I'm gonna believe him.
知らねえよ。全く身に覚えがねえんだよ。
へえ、白を切るんだ。
だから知らねえもんは知らねえし。
こんな状況でもそう言い切れるなんて、さすがのメンタルですね、春日さん。
怖え。
何何の騒ぎ？何かあったんですか？一番の布団から女物のイヤリングが出てきたんだけど、あなたたち何か知ってる？は
Oh no.
お給料もいいし、完全週休2日制、残業もなしの超ホワイトな求人が入ったから春日さんに紹介してあげよう。
この参考書すっごくわかりやすかったから春日さんにプレゼントしよう。そしてまた自習室で一緒に勉強なんかして。
Oh no.
パワーも有効射程距離も大きく伸ばすことができた新型ボウガンスミレスペシャル。春日さん喜んでくれっかな。
I may have made a
大
mistake.
海原視覚学校の宮越さんとロマン製作所のすみれさん、こんなところでお会いするなんて奇遇ですね。
ああ、そうっすね。私はここのバーに用があって。
え、私もサバイバーに。
へえ、あ、偶然私もここの春
春日
日さん
さんに会
に会いに。
いに。
待て、話せばわかるって。
だったら分かるように話してみなさいよ。
どういうことなんですか、社長。ちょっと表で頭冷やそうか。
春日さん？
Well,
何かあったんですか？
実は
へえ、春日さんの布団に女物のイヤリングですか。
なんだか他の女の子とも随分なお楽しみをしていたみたいですね。
いや、それは深いわけがだな。
いやー、さすがです春日さん。浮気検定も1級を取られるなんて。あ、認定証が必要ですね。ではあなたの体に直接貼らせていただくので、ちょっと上着脱いでいただけますか？
この新作ボウガンまだ試し打ちしたことなかったんだよね。ちょうどいい的見つけちゃった。
あなたにぴったりの求人ご紹介しますね。閻魔大王との最終面接、頑張ってください。
春日さんとのチャット楽しかったな。でももう二度と聞けなくなるなんて残念。
私一度やってみたかったんですよね、クーデターってやつを。
oh my god.
さようなら春日社長。遺言があるなら聞いておくけど、何かある？
いや、待ってくれ、落ち着け、誤解なんだ。
女の敵には
死あるのみ。
Great. More horrifying than any Amon boss has ever been.
死ぬかと思った。
俺のおごりだ。よくわからねえが大変だったな。
マスター。
俺も昔ある組織の武装ヘリ相手に蜂の巣にされかけて、長い間生死の境をさまよっていたことがあってよ。だが幸運にもこうして生き延びることができた。
This is fucking
人間
Kashiwagi?
のしぶとさと命の大事さってやつを学んだよ。そのことを忘れねえようにこのバーに名前をつけたんだ。
Oh my god.
だからおめえも強く生きろ。それで何があったんだよ。
実は上の部屋でイヤリングが片方だけ出てきて、それで俺が女の敵だなんだと言われてこんなことに。
あ？イヤリングってあれか？
Wow.
もしかして何か知ってるんすか？
いや、去年の町内会クリスマスパーティーでプレゼント交換会をしたんだが、
Oh my god, and it was his.
女もんのイヤリングが
It was his earring.
使い道もねえし、その辺に放っておいたんだが、そうか、あの部屋にあったのか。
Fucking Kashiwagi.
それってつまり。
すまん、なんか迷惑かけちまったな。
そりゃねえぜマスター。
Great. You know what? That was fucking worth it. Oh. That was actually legit worth it.
偉人町の町内会の連中に声かけて、春日は無関係だって伝えといたからよ。多分みんなの誤解は解けてると思うぜ。
おお、マジか。助かるぜマスタ
ごめんね一番。私が早とちりしたから。私もよく確認しないですみません。マスターのイヤリングだったなんて。
ー。なに、いいってことよ。終わったことだし気にすんな。
ん？でも他の女の子と春日さんは年頃な関係に。
まあもういいじゃねえか。さあ先を急ごうぜ。俺らに立ち止まってる暇はないんだからな。
ん？なんかあったのか？
さあな。
Great. I wish I had a snapshot of what his defense stat was prior to that happening. He's at 250. Actually, I do have a snapshot of it if I can find the spot in the stream. When I popped this open like a half hour ago when you were asking me about how to proc the psycho part of that. Because I opened this. When did you type that? Right about here. Let me go back a little bit. Oh, 10. I got 10 defense. I wouldn't call that massive, but it is free. It is 10 free defense. So I guess there's that. Oh, man. So I did that then. We're done, huh? Sub-stories. Done. 52 out of 52. Interesting. I did not expect that, though. Wait, who is not in this area? Ririka, Iroha. Oh, Sumir isn't. She's down here for some reason. Yeah, something worth protecting. Yep. For some reason, hers just doesn't get grouped with the rest of them. Presumably, well, but I mean. Well, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Alright, while I'm here, before we head back. And go after the fucking... Go after 111 round 2. Let me go say hi to my part-time hero, man. Whose name I just cannot fucking remember. You should have a little something, hopefully, for me for maxing out the... Everyone request, thank you so very much. It's all thanks to you that Yokohama stands proud today. There's no fucking reward? Bro. Bro, he doesn't give you anything? He gave me something for the previous rank, but not the max rank, huh? Alright. Alright, game. I see how you fucking roll. I can't believe Kashiwagi survived. I did think that scar looked like sort of weirdly familiar, but I couldn't. I never really said anything about it. I didn't really put my. I didn't really try to assume that like maybe that meant something, that it looked so it stood out so much, and that it looked familiar. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, no. You asked Jay hit right away? No way. Like, no way, is that him? Yeah, I think that part of it for me is I just... Even if I did think about it at any point in time, I don't think I ever let it, like, sit that long. Long enough to, like, suspect it or anything like that. I was just kind of willing to suspend any concern about it, you know? Wow. That's so crazy to me. I'm just gonna go be disappointed really quick, don't mind me. I'm too short. I'm too short. For one of them. I wish I could sell shit back to this motherfucker. Because I obviously didn't need one of these. I didn't need one of those. I didn't need one of those. I got a bunch of this shit. I should have fucking known. I got too comfortable. So, the weird thing, though, is I've got all sub-stories done, and Amon hasn't pinged me, so maybe we just never have to see that ugly motherfucker again. That'd be great. I fucking do not like fighting that man. In any of his incarnations. Alright, here we go. Finally. Although I'm not hopeful. Can't believe that was Kashiwagi. What a crazy twist. Oh, hey, we finished Enforcer. Well, that's inconveniently timed, to be honest. Because I was just here.
Kasuga-san. O疲れ様でした。
それでは
Honestly, I think running through the baseball. I had basketball stuck so hard in my head for a second there. Running through the baseball, the batting cages here, as like a way to reset the overworld stuff, kind of works. Kind of works. Oh, not you guys. Oh?
頑張ります。
No. No.
奥の手。
Well, that's not close enough to get anybody else's hit. One extra hit.
私に勝てますかね。
傷だらけの方向。
やってやるぞ。俺の番ね。
なめんなよ。俺の番だな。ほら。
どうしようかな。
敵に味方だったぜ。
It's too bad the number of times that I've seen the purple guy and not gotten his buddy with him. But it is ultimately helping me work towards the other goal that I have. As unfun as it is to keep failing, I'm failing upwards. No enemies up, huh? Spawn some asshole down there. There we go. If there was a taxi somewhere nearby, that would be really convenient. I still don't think this is gonna have our boy. I think that roguish recruiter, the guy in the gray, I think he needs to get replaced with the guy that we need to fight. But I'll keep checking anyway. Bring your other friend. Oh, he was brainwashed, Sam.
頑張ります。
私の番です。俺の番ね。勝ったな。
Man.
どうしようかな。
やんのら来いよ。やんのか。
さあ、ショータイムに。
He was in a better spot when I queued that up. I'm sad.
舐めると痛い目見ますよ。
やってみろ。くらえ。傷だらけの方向。ほい来た。かかってきなさい。俺の番だな。見せてやるよ。ほら来いよ。
頑張ります。
私ってカムロ町のキャバクラでもお客さんついてくれるかしら。
そりゃいけるだろう。さっちゃん可愛いし。
一番ありがとう。
そうそう。ほら、あの高級そうな店も募集出してるぜ。きっとすぐにでも来てくれって言われると思うぞ。
あそこ熟女パブって書いてるけど。
ええ。
そうよね。私もう若くないもんね。じゃあ皆さんさようなら。私熟女パブの面接受けてくるんで。
ほら、足立さんのせいでさっちゃんひねくれちまったよ。
え、すまん。代わりに俺もホストの面接受けてくるから許してくれ。
何の代わりだよ。
Nice. Boy, 90 out of 100 is a real bummer number to see, to be honest. I've really enjoyed them all, but the fact that there's 19 more still elsewhere in the game blows my fucking mind. They are definitely not easy to find once you find most of them. God damn it. It's always that same guy with him. It's never the other one. What I assume is the other one. It's always this guy. It's never whatever 111 is. It's always this fucking clown. Yeah, whatever. Let's just fight.
どうしようかな。
なめんなよ。
私が相手です。
Got him.
ショーの
逃げるな今の。ほら来いよ。私の番です。
出ますかね。
痛めつけてやんよ。こっち見ろよ。やってやるぞ。なめんなよ。傷だらけの方向。
I'm gonna try to get that other guy.
俺の番ね。 痛い目に遭わせますよ。
怪我しますよ。頑張ります。
さて。あったな。
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still thinking about that fucking Kashiwagi thing, and I have to say, I'm trying to remember exactly what game that happened in. Was that in 5? Or was it in 3? I feel bad that I can't remember. I thought it was in 5 that it was in 3. Man, that's so long ago. I feel like not that I want them to go through and retcon a bunch of shit, but I gotta say, I feel like that redeems 3 just a little bit for me on like the needless casualty side of things. Where between Kashiwagi and oh fuck, I feel dumb that I can't remember his name. It starts with an R. Oh no, they have the hair. Why can I not? Rikiya. Between Kashiwagi and Rikiya, honestly, Yakuza 3 did me some personal wrong. And, you know, the fact that we have Kashiwagi, you know, not in the story anymore, but as a side character, the fact that he survived that shit, like, I gotta say, it undoes just a tiny amount of the personal vendetta that I had against 3's fucking merciless slaughtering of characters that I liked. Dude, my fucking god, controller, please. I'm trying to avoid the dead zone with all my might. I just can't. It's just, it's at the top, man. It's at the top where you need to go to run forward. But yeah, I don't know. That's really interesting. Because he was gone then for 3 games. 3 entire video games. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't make that it couldn't have been like that. I'm just amazed that they tucked him away for 3 games and then we're like, oh yeah, by the way. I'm trying to power through. We're super close on Fortune Teller, so I'm trying to power through. But this is an atrocious spawn rate. This is one of the worst ones that's happened all game. Yeah, that's true. Moving cities and starting a bar for 10 years. Yep. If he wanted out, which I mean, as soon as a helicopter makes an attempt on your life, you should probably want out of the Yakuza at that point. I think that anybody would agree that that's maybe as good a time as you're gonna get to get out at that point. I feel like. So, I don't blame him. I am sad he wasn't there for Kiryu. Through some of the other shit that Kiryu had to go through. Yeah. I don't know, it's been the same 3 encounters every time I've checked now. I think my willpower is pretty much run out on getting a spawn in the open world here with this. There's Celestial Fortune Teller, which I think is going to set me free. Ask nice, huh? Ask nice for the hardest Sujimon I've tried to find. To just show up and let me beat the shit out of it. Maybe he'll show up if I am in my hero gear. I only feel a tiny little bit bad for leaving Musician on the high and dry as far as leveling up jobs on Ichiban. And I guess Devil Rocker, but like whatever. These three are all so close to being rank 30. So let's see. Let's just take a quick little overview. 100, 100, and 95.4. We got to almost 95% in battle. The main thing... Oh, geez. I'm going to hit... Oh, no, that's... No. If that... Gosh. This really could have been 100, 200, 300, and I think it would have been a lot more achievable. Oh, shoot. I do need to do Pound Mate 7 more times. I don't know what I'm going to do about that last Oracle, or the last Fortune Teller weapon. Those are probably the two things that I actually still want to do. Where did I say that I get the... The pure gold ball is 10 million from the gambling hall. I'm not going to fucking gamble. I would literally never gamble that much. I'm just gonna go buy it from the marsh, and that'll count. I would never gamble enough to get 10 million fucking yens worth of sticks in the gambling hall. I wouldn't even buy 8 million and try to gamble for 2 million. I'm just gonna take the shortcut. Done. There. We got battle to 95%. I didn't level Musician. Oh, and actually we can get a little bit higher. And I didn't finish Kamurocho. I feel like those are acceptable losses. Let me go find some goons to beat up with 7 uses of Pound Mates. They probably won't survive 7. I'll have to do a few rounds. I'll call in some Pound Mate buddies. We're already done on mini games. I didn't finish Ram Ram and Dragon Kart and guards. That's it. And for adventure, it's the Hong Kong. The Hong Kong on adventure is like the real bummer. Just I don't want to try and figure that out by myself without just doing it with a guide and 10 debates and 10 party chats. I don't know, like, I feel like this is a perfectly... This is exactly where I would want to stop before it gets to the point where I'm just guessing and begging for answers on how to do shit. And, like, legitimately just fucking grind. Grinding to get the last few hundred enemies killed across musician and then defender and then the Kamurocho enemies. Which Hong Kongs? I'll tell you in a second. Let me bring the pain to these guys really quick. He stunned all 4 of them? What an animal. Poison got him. Poison got him. There's one dude left and he's stunned and poisoned. Oh, let's see. Now he's afraid and poisoned. Boy, this guy is actually trying to let me get done with it in one encounter, huh? Fuck it, I'll do the recovery ones. While he's like slowly expires. Oh, that did damage? Oh, we got an MP. Nice. This poor guy. This is what happens when you scorn me, game, by not spawning the encounter that I want. There it is. I got all of them in one. Finish him off. Great. I am missing for Hong Kongs. Man and Princess. Man and Princess. Spawn location is real close to me. Is it on the batting cage roof? It's in the hotel district. Is it in this back alley? Is it right back here? So we need a taxi. Okay. It's, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The Hong Kong thing bums me out a little bit that it's spawn based. I think it would have been a lot of fun if you could just find them like they were always there. Wait, who's this green chuckle fuck? Oh, he's a security guy. Also, this is can you have to do the taxi to reset? I wonder if you could do it on a vendor or something, or on like food. Cause this is an awful reset point. You don't have to travel though, right? It has to be a loading screen? Oh shit, really? So you have to travel. That's even worse. Holy shit. And look at the fucking locations you have to pick from for this taxi too. It's very shitty. This was probably the worst one for you, wasn't it? It's gonna be terrible for me, I bet as well. This one took you like 4 tries? Wait, did I already get the one that you had trouble with? The Hong Kong man? No. No. I had hope. Is the Hong Kong man at least an easier reset distance? You think so? Okay. 'Cause this is pretty brutal. It's not time of day at all, right? It's literally just sometimes they'll be there based on the load-in. Not for these two. Oh, there are some that are time of day, just not these. Okay. This is This is so dumb. Shit, you know what I should do? I just saw a red guy that I probably can't avoid, but I'm gonna make it so I can avoid him. If this is what I'm gonna do, because I've done everything else, and this is it, let's make it efficient. What do you suppose the odds are? Great. Great. Would it make sense to check both of them on a single reload? Oh, they're in different cities. Well, fuck. Alright. Oh, is the man in Sotenbury? Oh, he's in... So there wasn't one... Or did I get the one in Sotenbury? Eh. Okay. So it was 3, 1, and 1. I'm gonna do this for like 10 more minutes. Maybe the yellow crates are scaring her away. Maybe I should try coming in from the other side once or twice. I feel like the Theater Ave spot is a better spot to go to. It's just a little bit shorter probably than running from the other taxi spot. And there's less clutter in the roads. I feel like it's easier to navigate. You can kind of cut this corner a little bit. There's a little bit of run back that you have to do because if you go this way, but you have to do it either way. Damn, man. It probably saves Ichiban like a half a block run to start from Theater Avenue than it does the other spot. Oops. No, don't download. I haven't even done it for like 15 minutes and the shit is already pissing me off. I can't imagine how you did this for 2 hours for the one that you needed. It was the worst. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would have had to do it alongside doing I'd have to do this doing something else. I'd have to be doing something else. Like, I can't just sit here. I can't just sit here and do this. That's why I said 10 minutes. I figured I'll try for 10 minutes. And then that's it. And we finish it next week. If it doesn't happen in 10 minutes, so be it. I had already decided. Like I said, I feel like the single-digit list of things that I have not done, this might be the closest I ever got to actually finishing a completion list. I won't even say 100%ing because we haven't looked at the achievements yet. But I think this is the closest I've ever gotten to a completion list being done. Oops, I went to the wrong spot. Before post-game. I don't think I've ever gotten this close before. Maybe 1 and 2. Maybe Kiwami and Kiwami 2. And the only reason for that is just because Kiwami's completion list is actually pretty small. Because the game is not that big. Just by its nature, since it's a remake of the first one. They added some stuff, but it's still, I mean, it's small compared to the size of this game, for example. And I just realized, oops, I kind of actually like just teleporting. Since it's the first teleport on the list, you do save probably the amount of time that you save with the shorter run distance, you probably make up for in shorter menuing time. But like Kiwami and Kiwami 2, maybe I got a little close. 3, I know I wasn't that close. 4 and 5 I tried, but there's just so much shit in those games. And 6 maybe I got about as close as this one. But there was probably a couple of, I feel like there was a couple of things in 6 that I still looked at and I was like, nah, this shit, no. No, 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 no. So, like baseball, maybe I didn't finish baseball. Because baseball's kind of tough to just like sit through to get all the points. But yeah, I don't know. This I really like this game a lot. We'll see, and I can't wait to see how it ends next week. I'm very excited to finish it. I think that this is, I think it's a good plan to go ahead and call it now, because I mean, judging by my luck so far, yeah, this could be actual days. This could be days of grinding for me to get 1 completion point with my luck, you know? So I think it's best to take our victory here, regardless of whether or not we maxed out the battle points. Because, man, 500 opponents in Kamurocho is kind of, I don't know. There's something about that doesn't sit right with me. That's pretty sucky. There's a few points. There's definitely a few completion points in this game where I'm just like, you could have gone a little softer. You did not need to go quite so fucking ham on this. So, all right, this is the last run. This is the last run. Would it be faster to just save your game at the spot that they're at and just reload it every time? Wouldn't that be faster than doing the The taxi? Because it remembers your exact save location. Couldn't I just do this? I guess you have to quit back to the menu every time, don't you? Which does make you do this. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably about the same, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably about the same. I'm fine with stopping here, though, for tonight, guys. Just... I think having these two done is a huge win. I love that. 96% on challenges with management mode completed. And our only outstanding minigames are honestly way too much racing. This is just way too much racing. It's way too many movies. And it's probably not too many darts, it's just more darts than I want to play. And didn't finish Kamurocho, and did not train in Musician at all. And Honk Honk, which is just BSRNG, and 10 conversations, 10 party chats. I don't know. That's extremely complete if you ask me. Like, I gave it a very solid go at actually finishing it. 4%. 4 overall percent is pretty small, I think. I'm pretty happy. So my plan for next Sunday then is I'm gonna load it up, and I might go make a few more bentos by just buying some stuff, just to give people a chance to filter in before we start the finale, and then I'm just gonna go for it. And whenever we finish, and then I'll probably mess around in Premium Adventure, and maybe we'll try to finish up, like, if there's post-game stuff, I'll check it out. That might be where Amon is waiting for us. He may just not be fightable prior to the end of the game, which I feel like that happened maybe in 6 or Kiwami 2. I feel like that's a more recent trend where you haven't actually been able to fight him. And then, yeah, there's all the sub-stories completed. So I feel like that's maybe a more recent thing. So he might be waiting. There might be some other stuff waiting. But regardless, we're going to focus on getting the story done. And then we'll mess around in Premium Adventure for a bit. And then, like Chayla said earlier, my plan is to use this time on Sundays for Elden Ring. And at least in September, that might get a little fuzzy because the first September will be the end of this game, the first Sunday in September. And then the second Sunday in September, I may have work travel. Those other 3 Sundays in September are a little up in the air. It's kind of really opportune timing that we're at the end of this game here, prior to sort of the middle to end of September, since I have work travel, where I won't be able to stream. So it's kind of nice timing, so that we can have a nice clean cut from this game and be done with it. So yeah. But if we get some time on those Sundays, like maybe I'll fly out on Monday instead. Then I'll play Elden Ring on Sundays instead of this once this is done. That's my plan. So, and if not, if Sundays end up being, you know, maybe I'll do short streams before late flights in the afternoon or something like that. I would still do Elden Ring. Like if I'm gonna fly out there on Sunday on the 11th, but my flight's at like 4, I could start a stream and stream for a few hours and then go catch my flight. So we'll play it a little bit by ear. We'll try to get a little bit of extra time in where we can around my travel. But it's, like I said, right now, the plan isn't actually solidified yet, which is mostly because it's a tough site. It's a really tough site. There's a lot of work that has to get done. It's not a lot of me work, but there is a lot of work that has to get done. So it's kind of like, well, we're not really sure when it's going to be ready. So I will let you guys know. I think here between this week and next week. Well, obviously, because the week after will be the next one. But I think sometime this week I'll have a better idea. And next week I should have actual travel booked if it's going to happen the week after. So I will let you guys know what the stream schedule is. I apologize, it's going to be a little wibbly-wobbly here in September, but that's the only one that I'm sort of aware of as well coming up anytime soon. Most of my other stuff is small or I can do remotely. This is just a unique one. It's a government site. It's a military site, so I can't do my stuff remotely. It's big enough that I wouldn't want to, but even if I could, or even if I thought I could do it remotely, I can't because they don't. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to take my laptop in on site, my work laptop. They are very, very strict. Anything with like onboard cameras on like webcams or stuff like that, they are big no. It's very, very secure locations. So anyway, all that being said, we are finishing this next Sunday. Hands down, there's nothing left. I promise. We will do a little bit of prep from the I don't want to die in the final boss fight perspective, and then we will do the finale. And we'll finish the story. And then after that, we'll do some premium adventure stuff. And then when the stream's done, Yakuza 7's done. There is one RGGS game left, which is Lost Judgment. I am not going to start it right away. I don't actually own it, and I am going to probably not jump immediately into it. I do want to play it, but I also want to give a little bit of a reprieve to the people who don't like these games, even though they're wrong. And also, I did just play this game for 150 hours, so it only seems fair. So, that's my thoughts. Obviously, no stream tomorrow night. We're back on regular schedule. They shouldn't have anything. I don't think I'll have anything come up for tomorrow night. We should be... You need to play it still? Yeah. Yep. I don't think I'll have anything come up for tomorrow night. I should have my normal plans, so there will be no stream, just like usual, for now on Mondays. But I'll be back with Elden Ring on Tuesday and Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday will be Dragon Quest. And then this is back for the finale on Sunday. All right? Thank you guys for watching. You forgot. Yeah, I kind of said it to help remind you. Yep, one less packing day. Yeah. The nice thing, to be fair though, honestly, in your situation, if shit has to get left behind, just... like, don't panic. Get as much as you can moved with the movers, obviously. But, like, if there's some stuff that needs to get boxed up or some little things, like, you're not going to get, like, locked out of that place the day. Like, you can breathe a little bit. And don't stress about it. It's not worth it. You're not going to leave stuff behind and have it get incinerated the moment that you walk away from it. You're not going to come in there with a flamethrower and ignite anything that you leave in the house. So, take a deep breath. You'll be fine. But yeah, that's it. Exactly. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day or night or whatever time it might be for you, and I will see you guys later.